From 2K Sports to everyone out there, welcome and Happy New Year! Hello, basketball fans. Ryan Anderson here, courtside with Doris Burke in Grand Hill. Allie, take it away.
Guys, what is it that...
Oh, man, that is for sure. Thanks, Allie. And the starting group for the Celtics. Their backcourt, Walker and Brown. Jason Tatum out of Daniel. Tight. And it's Thompson in at the center. Locking down the middle. And for the Suns, they've got DeAndre Ayton. Devin Booker out there with Chris Paul. Then there's Jay Crowder. And it's Bridges in at the 3. It's Bridges on the wing. And here we are, January 1. Granted, players who are struggling ever feel like the new year symbolizes a fresh start?
That's a good question, B.A. I don't think so. I think you're so locked in and so focused throughout the course of the season. And particularly if you're a player who's struggling towards the end of the calendar year. I don't think you put too much into a new year big fresh start. You're just trying to get out of this rut. And you always know that the next game and the next day is an opportunity to do so. But a new year, maybe a new season, but not a new year. Pass to Walker. Tice with the ball. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer. And Kemba Walker with the 3.
Well, the catch and shoot is Kemba's game, right? He can play in pick and roll, or he can play off a teammate.
Ayton in the high post. Here's Crowder. Banked it in on the glass.
He's taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start giving up high percentage looks. That doesn't typically end well.
Thompson finds Walker. And there's the foul. It'll go on Kemba Walker. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Now Ayton coming off a terrific game against Atlanta. Down low. Ooh, poked away. No good on the shot. Nice D from Thompson. Well, here's Tristan Thompson playing out his 5-year deal. He signed with Cleveland in 2015. Doris, he was sought after in free agency this past summer.
Now, it's easy to see why, B.A., right? This guy is not young any longer, but he's got a ton of playoff experience. He's a veteran who can help you with the rebounding and defensive aspect of the floor, both critical to long-term success.
Here's Booker. Howard doesn't drop. Now Boston takes it the other way. Fires the 3. And Tatum with the basket on the assist by Brown. Tatum's got 7 points in the game.
I think Brown demonstrating he's got a great understanding of the game. Keeps his eyes open so he can spot the open man.
Left side Booker. Bridges outside. Outside ball. Over Tice. And that was long.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous test, forcing the miss.
Here's Walker. Pass to Thompson. Back to Walker. All with it. Walker picks him up defensively. In transition. Here come the Suns. Ball against Tatum. Outside Booker. On the take. The flip back. It's good on the flip back.
This guy, a relentless force on the glass. DeAndre Ayton going to work and getting the flip back.
Outside Tatum. Puts up a 3. And Ayton pulls it down. The Suns have gone 2 of 6 from the floor. Pass to Crowder. Here's Booker on the wing. Bridges outside.
Think to yourself, this is not how you would start a game. 3 turnovers already?
And the Suns making a change here. Outside, Brown. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
One of the most impressive things about Jaylen Brown is his commitment to his craft. This guy actively looks to turn weaknesses into strengths. Case in point is his ball handling, guys.
Saric checks in for the Suns.
How exciting is Jaylen Brown as a basketball player? This guy is a skilled forward who loves showing off that ability to dunk the basketball.
You know, one thing about Brown, when he first entered the league, he struggled with the ball. Of course, he's really tightened up those handles.
And when you combine a tighter handle BA with the athletic ability, the rim rattling vertical leap that he has, he is a drop now.
And it's going to be a 3-second call. Phoenix making some changes. Kaminsky comes in for 8, and Galloway subbed in for Booker. The Suns trailing. To the paint. Here's Johnson, pounded by Tatum. Here's Galloway. And a miss there on the triple. Boston has gone 2 of 3 from three-point land so far. Pass to Tatum. For 3. The Suns clear it. And this is their first time matched up with the Celtics this year.
Because they play in different conferences, these teams don't really see each other all that much. Makes it interesting here.
Right, they'll meet 2 times this year, East versus West. Let's see which team can enforce their style of play.
Jacks up a 3. Always a nice way to start the Pacers movement.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Tatum passes to Brown. And the Celtics making a change here. Here's Brown. Coming off a solid outing against Sacramento. And he drives in. It's tipped. And here they come. And the offensive rebound. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 5. Celtics on lead. 4-point game. Here he goes. The 3rd shot of the possession. Finally ball scored. He's got 5.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Boston calls timeout. For Boston, they've gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Here's Brown. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
So this is where the powerful frame and explosive athleticism of Jaylen Brown becomes a problem for the opponent. Nicely done.
Here's Galloway, defended by Brown. Got a piece of it. Here's Ogilvy. That's no good. Couldn't get his first one to go. Kaminsky outside. Pass to Saric. Into the lane.
And a solid kick to free him up to the dunk.
Boy, the timing there couldn't be any better.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
And the shot goes down. And the Celtics lead by 4.
Well, you have to respect the physicality of Marcus Smart's game, right? Just because you make contact with him doesn't mean he's not going to finish.
Up top, Kaminsky. There's 37 seconds left in the first. Johnson with a bucket. The Celtics have gone 6 of 11 so far. And it's Brown off the drive. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. 2 free throws for him coming.
To me, this is Jaylen Brown at his best, right? A superb player who gets to the rim in no time.
And good on the second, so he makes a move. Phoenix has gone 1 for 3 from outside so far in this game.
Well, that's calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
And he makes it first. He's checked in from down. And that's good as he hits both shots. 27 seconds left to play in the first. Now here's Smart. The D's right on it. And that was good. Smart's got his second basket.
I'll tell you, you have to appreciate the confidence of Marcus Smart. At point-blank range, he is an efficient scorer.
To the middle. Here's Kaminsky. Blocked. And he recovers it. And he banks in the layup. Good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's the Celtics. To the art of providing leadership. Steve Pete.
The guy on the team already told me that.
Man, he does a great job of keeping everyone involved and on the same page.
And he also practices what he preaches. He plays the right way and motivates his teammates to do the same.
Good action already in this one. But a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And for the Celtics here, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
We're off to a rock-solid start. They've got a well-thought-out plan after this one.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
Devin Booker out there with Chris Paul. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Crowder in at the 4. That's who's out there for Phoenix. T gets called. And it's T missing. Well, Phoenix is shooting 44%. A pretty decent clip. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Coach Monty Williams has really revitalized the Suns. Devin Booker said the clincher's secret. Feel it in the air. Started with Monty. Voice travels. We all believe in him. He believes in us. And it's contagious. Guys, it's so important to have that buy-in.
Can't do it without it. No doubt. Thanks, Alice. Ayton, no good.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow. You look at DeAndre Ayton and the physical attributes he has. He has almost supposed to be a defensive anchor. What he's developing is the IQ to maximize his impact on that end.
Here's Paul. There's the slam. Just to finish it off.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Crowder outside. Pass to Booker. Fires from deep. Goes back up. Deflected. And so the ball out of bounds. Ayton touched the glass. The Celtics making a switch here. Walker's checked in. The Celtics with the lead. Boy, Ayton with elite defensive field goal percentage. When he's nearby, shooters beware.
And that's because this guy is he can close out the best of them. It's all about staying down, use your length, not fighting on pump fakes. That awareness is what will put him over the top.
And the technical free throw is good.
You know, I've always had such great admiration for Kemba Walker and his work habits and his basketball skill. But there's also this infectious joy he plays with that makes him one of my favorite players.
And Jeff Teague is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
For Phoenix, they've got nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. Walker against Paul. Pass to Bridges to the inside. Here's Ayton, and the bucket is good.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
Walker with it, now guarded by Ayton. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
I think everyone knows what a tremendous individual scorer Kemba Walker is. But the moment he arrives in Boston, he checked his ego at the door, and the trust that was built was key to Celtics' success.
And Walker's a versatile leader. Of course, you know this better than anyone. He's able to give the team whatever it needs.
Yeah, I think he's capable of being that vocal leader, but he also sets an example every single day. What you most like is his willingness to defer. He understands I have to check my ego at the door because I have an incredible array of talent around me.
Drives to the hoop. Here's T. And it's all from three-point range.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Crowder with it. Working on Williams. Crowder. That's good.
I'll tell you, Jay Crowder is one tough cookie. This guy won't be deterred by the defense.
Boston with the ball. They put up a nice win against Sacramento last time out.
Dialing it in from range on the road is never easy to do, but they pulled it off and played a great game.
And I think it was clear that their plan was to attack from the three-point line, and it worked to perfection.
On the way to Crowder. Pass to Aiton. And stolen by Williams. And Walker, here we go. To the wing, right side. Stolen by Bridges. Inside. Here's Paul. A shot. No good. And the Celtics going the other way now. Here's Walker. He had 19 points in the win against Sacramento.
I thought his physicality was pretty good, too. You know, he kept the defense on their toes and repeatedly got to the free throw line.
Here's Booker on the wing. That has to be encouraging. Thinking of after missing his first five.
But just tremendous concentration by Booker. Defense tries to bully him, but he stays completely locked and loaded.
Outside, Williams. And so he draws the foul, and into the line to shoot a pair. Give that one to Jay Crowder.
Well, you think about the 22nd pick in last year's draft, that is Grant Williams and his addition to the Boston Celtics. And his mentor is Marcus Smart, and consider strong, tough, fearless, similar styles of play, so it was a natural combination.
And it's a completely new group for the Suns. And the Celtics also making a change. Tatum's checked in.
He has no answer defensively inside.
Now here's Walker. A lot of room. Kick out the team. Lets the three fly. Good. And it's Walker who picks up the assist. T's got five. You know, much like Smart, Williams is a versatile defender. Or as he can switch onto almost any position.
BA, once Williams got used to the speed of the NBA and comfortable with his individual assignments, this guy became a force for good. He's so smart, excellent feel for the game. He should have a long, prosperous career.
Back to Williams. From behind the arc. Rebounded by Johnson. The Suns have got the sixer there. 12 attempts to go since the end of the first. There's the drive. Great start so far. 3 of 3 of this one.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they're giving up tonight.
Outside Tatum. Kick out to Williams. 5 on the clock. Tatum inside. No good with a layup. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. A minute 42 left in the first half of this game. Pass to Johnson. To the inside. Charge. Oh, it makes it with a kiss.
Man, since now 10 straight points in the paint, I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
The kick out to Walker. The three is up. And the three-pointer goes. He's got 11.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
The Suns have gotten 8 of 14 shots to drop so far in the second. Pass to Johnson. Kaminsky. Walker covering. The ball's knocked loose. Tatum with a steal. Here we go, all alone. And Walker gets it to go on the assist from Tatum. And now a 4-point Celtic lead.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Picked by Kaminsky. The three-pointer off the mark.
That's just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Teague attacking. They take out Williams. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And it's Teague missing. And the Suns shooting 53% here in the second quarter. To the right lane. Here's Kaminsky. That one rolls around and rims out.
With that much room around him, it's hard to imagine he could have gotten a better shot.
And we're through the first half of play. Here is what's been a good one. Celtics out in front. They lead by 4. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way. Back to Williams. Out behind the arc. Johnson. The Suns have got the 6.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. We saw Kemba Walker lighting it up in the first half. He had 13 points and 1 assist. And taking a look at the Celtics, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Dustin. I want to see what the rest of this free agency check out, Dustin, though, before we talk about next season. You know what I'm saying? Henry, vibe. What's good, bro? How you feeling?
And as we get into the third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Boy, Kemba Walker has been sensational.
They lean on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime. He has the ability to answer right back.
Taking a look at the Celtics. Brown and Tatum on the wingmen. Daniel Tice is out there with Tristan Thompson. And it's Walker in at the point. Back to Paul. Power outside. Bridges outside. Outside the arc. Tice grabs the miss.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Comes it outside. There's Tatum with the 3. And 8 pulls it down. Tatum's got 5 rebounds in the game. Outside Booker. Pass to Aiton. Aiton draws the double. 3, Booker. Gets a rebound. Second shot opportunity. Not going to go that time. The Celtics with the lead. Left side Walker to the paint. Oh, deflected. And there's the foul. It's on DeAndre Ayton. That's foul number 2 for him. Outside, Brown. Pass to Walker. The 3 is up. Brad, you played 19 years in the NBA, but you had some serious injuries in your career as well. To what extent has modern medicine enabled players to extend their career?
Hey, where was this modern medicine 20 years ago? It would have made my life a whole lot easier, but you were so spot on. Today, there's such an emphasis on taking care of players, making sure they recover. There's a sophistication with the training staffs and the sports science applied to it. So now these players are coming into the league at a younger age and are being able to extend their careers for a lengthy time. So I'm all for it. I love the idea of resting guys. I think big picture protecting players and their livelihood is in their best interest. That's a good thing.
Here's Tatum. He's got 7. To the middle. Thompson, no good. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Pass to Paul. Aiden with it. Defended by Thompson. Aiden passes to Booker. Clock at 6. They set the pick. Boston with a rebound. Thompson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Tatum. Yes, it's good. Tatum's got 9 points.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Guys play to get in the paint and get wet.
The Suns have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. 8 in the high post. Crowder outside. That's to Booker. Back to Crowder. Now here's Booker. Shoots over Brown. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
You know, crafty, that seems to be the word most applied to Booker. Able to get the defense to overreact.
So he gets them both.
Well, you think about the Suns' offensive philosophy being described as point 5. What does that mean? Well, it means make a decision. Drive it, pass it, shoot it, all within a half second. That is perfectly suited for their star, Devin Booker.
Yeah, that was good. Thompson.
I love this game plan. That's 10 points in a row from the close.
The Suns trailing. Now here's Paul. 5 points in the game. He takes it in. He controls the rebound.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Walker against Paul. Outside, Brown. That one goes in. Brown's got 4 points in the quarter. You know, you watch Booker, he can really do it all, Doris.
He can, yeah, he's great moving off the ball or creating with the ball in his hands. He is efficient at all 3 levels of scoring. This guy can even post up because at 6'5", he's got that necessary size to get down low and make something happen. Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Tried by Tatum. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Boy, you love the aggression. This is where Tatum has improved, converting off the bounce.
Paul with it. He's been an offensive weapon to them, scoring around 17.5 points a game. Now a timeout called by Phoenix. How about Kemba Walker? Strong contribution so far in this one.
Boy, he's really had their number. They need to make some kind of adjustment during this timeout.
Changes here for the Celtics. Williams is checked in for Thompson. Green comes in for Tatum. And Smart subbed in for Walker. Right side Booker. Pass to Sharge. Aiden with it. And the leg is good off the glass. Aiden's got 8.
Well, the big man flashing his touch. DeAndre Ayton makes it look easy.
Now Smart. Here's Green. Outside, Williams. Driving to the basket, and that comes off the assist by Green. Williams has got this first bucket of the night.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
I gotta believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
And here's Smart. There's the drive. Down low. Here's Tice. It's deflected. Defended by Smart. Pass to Booker. Takes the 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Booker's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Now, this guy has such a versatile offensive skill set. Devin Booker is a threat
traditional big man has changed a lot in this era.
Yeah, BA, it's incredible how much has changed. No longer traditional big man playing with your back to the basket, posting up, staying pretty much in the interior. Now, a big man has to be able to shoot from the three-point line. They must be mobile, being able to defend, screen the ball, and sometimes even switching against smaller players defensively. So it's incredible how the game has changed, in particular with the big man. Hey, I'd be a big man in today's game, which is crazy to think.
And it's Brown off the drive.
Oh my goodness, Brown finishes off the drive, not simply laying it in, but a message of authority on the belt.
Defended by Smart. Pass to Sharich. Here's Johnson. Now here's Aiton. 10 points for him. Williams grabs the board. There's 47 seconds left in the third. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Out to the wing. Here's Johnson. Pass to Galloway. Here's Sharich. And the three off target. For Boston, they've gone 8 of 12 from the floor in the third quarter. Hey, expanding his range. And it's Tice with the three. Tice has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
Pass to Aiton. 3 seconds left. And the shot goes in. Aiton's got 8 points here in the quarter.
You want to see DeAndre Ayton seek out the contact on the interior. Boy, he's a big-time talent.
And we've got 3 so far in this one. The Celtics leading by 6. We're going to step aside for just a second. We'll join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4. Next. And now to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the two-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ballgame. Mikal Bridges is out there for Jay Crowder. Then there's Chris Paul. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. And it's Booker in at the shooting guard position. That's who's out there. Phoenix. The Celtics with the lead. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for the 8 seconds. And Phoenix has possession. Outside ball. And Marcus Smart picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul so far. Ball against Smart. The shot from 20 feet out. And Paul gets it to go.
Well, there's been a consistency to the perimeter game of Chris Paul. That jump shot as reliable as it gets.
To the right side. Back to Smart. Beyond the arc. The shot off that time. Now the service takes it the other way. It's stolen by Smart. Tice inside. Covered by Crowder. And it's Tice missing.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he's surprised himself with this.
post. Now here's Bridges. Deep covering. Bridges outside.
Well, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Here's Brown. Plenty of space. No good off the back of the rim.
So you simply have to shake that from off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Brown against Paul. Pass to Aiden. Aiden with a screen. Looking for Bridges. Played it in. Off the window. Bridges has got his first basket.
If you overplay McCollum to take the jump shot, that's creating driving lanes, and he'll take advantage.
Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Thompson, he's checked in for Williams. Williams comes in for Tice. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Green. And Teague subs in for Brown. The Celtics have gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. There's Tatum with the three. And Aiden pulls it down. Aiden's got rebound number 11.
Well, after hitting one triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
That's Crowder. Time again. He nailed it.
They're really being bullied right now because even the last 2 points have come on top.
Ooh, Tatum slams it home.
Well, Jason Tatum at 6'8" with authority. That's nice.
If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Ball passes to Aiden. It's Booker on the wing. Take the lead. Tatum pulls it in. For Boston, they've got only one private foul here in the fourth. Teague with the ball, and Bridges picks him up defensively. Tatum against Booker. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That'll be a second foul in the game. Just about 3 minutes through the fourth. Final quarter here. Here's Teague. Off up two there. Celtics lead by 4.
You've got to be able to focus on Teague was not talking about the shot close to the rim.
About 3 minutes. Here's Carrera. So he's got 2 shots coming up.
I don't mind it. I mean, they miss him at the rim.
Sometimes picking after number 10 is just fine. Their 13th pick in 2016, Devin Booker, one of the brightest young guards in the NBA today.
Both free throws good from Booker.
I'll tell you what, this young man is known for his shooting. But make no mistake, Devin Booker is an all-around scorer. He has a chance to really be one of the elite players in this league. He's got a lot in his bag. That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Up top ball, defended by Smart. Oh, nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And it's going to go on Devin Booker.
Well, what phenomenal work deep inside the post. Smart, willing, and able to get himself to the
first one. And with the lead going 3 crazy, Devin Booker is cutting down his attempts from long range the last 2 seasons.
And I love that he's doing that, B.A. He's attacking the rim more, but also very comfortable in the mid-range. He just does a really good job of taking what the defense gives him. I love how you mix and match his ability to score. And of course, he takes advantage of the opportunity.
Like a completely different player in this now. He's found his rhythm.
The Suns clear it. Crowder outside. To the inside. And there's Booker. That was good. On the assist from Paul. And now just a 1-point Boston lead. Tatum with it. Driving inside. And it's off by Tatum.
Guys, this guy is a natural born scorer. Jason Tatum finding his groove.
Ball against Smart. Paul, shot is up. For Boston, they've got 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter. Stolen by Booker. Here's Crowder. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Court vision, intellect, basketball IQ, the masterful distributor that is Chris Paul.
Now Smart. Here's Williams. Count it and 1. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play. Give that one to Jake. Johnson, he's checked in for the Suns. Brown, he's checked in for Boston. Kemba Walker comes in for Smart. Here's Paul. They're winning on the left. Here's Nate Woodard. Here's Aiden. Oh, that bucket gets him his 17th goal in 12 tries.
Oh, sizzling from the field is now, and that's in for a shaky start.
To the middle. Here's Thompson. Ooh, good finish at the rack off a slick feed.
The very definition of an unselfish star. Kemba Walker doing work with the pass.
Now a timeout called by Phoenix.
You know, I think one thing Coach will address in this timeout right now is you're missing a lot of shots. Why not become more of a facilitator out there?
And now a moment to present the new Balance Player of the Game, Jason Tatum.
Can you say vintage? Wow, this was a vintage performance. I mean, so much of the game is about the 3 ball today, but his focus is going hard into the paint and doing damage from inside.
Pass to Johnson. Over Williams. Second chance effort. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
DeAndre Ayton, a quality free throw shooter, so we love to see him create opportunities to get there.
Good on both.
But this is the kind of player he is. The moment before he elevates his game.
Ball against Walker. That's it. Outside, Williams. Three's off the mark. Phoenix has gone 1-5 from downtown leading the court. And that's an essential time.
You don't want to stop the shot right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Tice checked in for Boston. 1:54 left in the game. And here's Booker.
Listen, I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he hit it too.
Pass to Tatum. Just right. And he gets the bucket. And the Celtics lead by 4.
I'll tell you, that defense was on point. How about the better confidence? Jason Tatum is ready to Jason Tatum with the size and touch to be efficient.
Walker for three.
Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. Tonight.
Happy holidays, everyone. All of us get to. Now that we're into the new year, how about a check on the Eastern Conference standings? You look at Boston, early on, they've got the third best record.
Well, for the Celtics, I recall them having a lot of naysayers at the start of the season, but now they may not have any. This team is ready for a deep playoff run.
You know, that's mindset on the path to the end. They don't think they get to the playoffs. They have the talent to just go there. Looking at the starting five for the Boston Celtics. Brown and Tatum are the wingmen. Tristan Thompson is out there with Daniel Tice. And it's Walker in at the point. And for the Clippers. The 2 and the 3. Then it's Serge Ibaka. Then there's Lou Williams. And it's Batum in at the 4. And you look at someone like Celtics Larry Bird. Is it inconceivable that Jason Tatum could ever reach that level?
Well, for me, that level would make him one of the 6 or 7 best. So I wouldn't say that's inconceivable, but I would say it's very unlikely. I think what is conceivable is he has a chance to win the MVP someday. I really think he can do it. The thing that I like about him, he's had a lot of playoff record. He's been to 2 conference finals already. And, you know, as somebody that in the playoffs has shown the ability not just to score, not just to play great two-way defense, but he also rebounds. And that was something that Bird did too. He stepped up his rebound in the playoff games. So when I look at Tatum, and he's putting up 25, 12, and 5 in these games, he's hitting threes. The three-point shooting is going to get better and better. The tricks that he's going to have to be able to get to the three-point line, that's going to get better and better. And you just got to look at him right now. It's this unfinished product that's already one of the 10 best players in the league. So you make the three-point shooting better, he gets the three-point line better, he picks up little tricks. He has a chance to be the best player in the league. He really does.
And maybe the one intangible, he is not afraid of the moment, ever. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 to get this one going. Leonard for 3. He carries it for 3. Leonard's got 7.
Polish in everything he does. Kawhi Leonard, precision, as always, just kind of consistent.
Walker for 3. It's not going to go for him. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 to get things going. Because many Celtics fans were upset that they got the 3rd pick in 2016. But would you rather have Simmons or Ingram over Jaylen Brown at this point?
I was one of the fans who was upset because my son's name is Ben Simmons, and we had a chance to pick somebody named Ben Simmons, and I was just like, this can't be happening. This is the most absurd, ridiculous thing that could ever happen. Okay, you give somebody with a son name, you don't get it. And then it becomes, you know, can't get Ingram either. Everybody's saying he's playing crap. And then it becomes, we take Jaylen Brown or Jamal Murray. Never thinking Jaylen was going to turn into the exact type of guy he did in 2020 and 2021, which is, you know, the wing who can shoot threes, defend, switch with them on defense, great athlete, great teammate, and off the court, really one of the most special guys in the history of basketball sports. And let's not beat him with social justice. He's an amazing teammate, an amazing guy. So it's funny that we were upset about it at the time. I would rather have him than Simmons or Ingram. And I think him versus Jamal Murray is a great argument. And I don't really know the answer to that because I think both of them are spectacular.
Tatum can't hit.
This is exactly who you want taking that shot. Just missed it.
Pass to Ibaka. George for 3. Oh, another 3 for the Clippers.
Yeah, zero hesitation to call George Leonard Jr. Completely trusting his own shooting ability.
Stop that movement, Bill.
Well, especially now that they allow 4-step travel.
Throw it down. You can't teach that. Brown just showing off his incredible dunking. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 3 from outside, looking sharp here in the first. Here's Leonard. Uses the glass on the layup. Leonard's got a 9.
And They've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
Here's Walker. And they can't get that one. And the Clippers will come the other way. And this is their first time matched up with the Celtics this year.
And with this matchup being East versus West, this is the first of only 2 meetings between these teams.
Yeah, it should be a fun game to watch. I mean, two teams who don't see each other that much. They'll learn a lot about each other tonight. With anticipation on the field, he knows exactly where to go with that ball. Leonard against Tatum. The offense. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard.
His offense has just gotten better and better and better, and the assist numbers jumping because he knows now how to make other players better.
Brown against George. Back to Brown. And the ball is tied, so we'll have a jump ball. The field. Here's Williams. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game. Plenty of optimism about the future in Beantown, Bill. Over the next decade, how many championships do you think they'll win?
Well, I know what you're doing. You're putting me in a situation where I'm going to inadvertently jinx whatever championship I'm going to have. I'm not predicting championships. I will predict relatives, and I think this is a league where you want to be one of the 3 to 4 teams every year that has a chance to win the title. I think for the next 5 years, they're going to be one of those teams. The best thing they did, they locked up James Brown. They're going to lock up Jason Tatum as soon as they possibly can to the max. And build around those 2 guys and always have that third, the longest head person in there. And then Marcus Smart, who not only is never leaving, he's not allowed to leave. He's our guy. He's in charge of the Celtics. He's going to become an announcer after he retires, and he will be in Boston for his entire career without letting you go, Marcus. So I think this will be a contender year after year. Kevin Stevens, you're going to Woods for is willing to spend money, and then big part of Tatum, who is a potential MVP. So they're going to be in the mix, but I'm not predicting championships. Nope, not jinxing anything.
Walker for 3. Good. After Smith pocketed 9 attempts.
Taking things into his own hands. He's been a beast this quarter.
Pass to Zubac. Now here's Leonard.
You get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be giving this.
Tatum passes to Tice. Back to Tatum. Tice is screen on Leonard. Here's Tice.
Yes, finished off by Tice. You know, some scouts thought Tatum had tunnel vision, looking only for his own shot. He's more about team.
George against Brown. Pass to Zubac. George against Brown. Back to Zubac. He's off on that one.
That's a shot they're always happy to get, even if he blows the finish.
George against Tatum. And we've got 28 seconds left in the opening quarter. Oh. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And it's going to be on, give it to Zubac.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line could be the next best thing.
First free throw is good. Both shots good from the strike. So it's the Clippers now, leading by 5. They come into this one having outplayed the Thunder in their last game.
And that one, the other team could not keep up with them offensively. They were prolific.
Just looked a step quicker all game long. They knew they had the advantage on offense.
There's 18 seconds left in the first. Jackson outside. 6 to shoot.
What a fantastic defender.
Smart uses his big, strong body and impressive reach to adjust to shooting.
No shortage of scoring here. And earlier we spoke to Paul George about how they've integrated all the talent on
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
And that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
That's a big part of their identity, BA. Most teams talk about being well balanced. This team lives it.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Yeah, how many coaches say we want to start fast? Well, let's see if they can maintain that intensity.
Taking a look at the Celtics. We've got Marcus Smart. He's out there with Jaylen Brown. And it's Ball in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And listen, we're seeing the game change. Do you like the direction it's going? Or are there any other changes you want to see?
I feel like we're swinging a little too far towards threes, but on the other hand, you look at the way the teams that truly succeeded played in the 2020 playoffs. Miami is a team that, yeah, they shot a lot of threes, but the ball moved, people were cutting. It was old school basketball. It was a lot more like how the Warriors played in 2015, 2016, 2017. Boston, the same thing. When Hayward got back, the ball's moving and back cuts and things. It wasn't just guys forced threes. Denver's another one. On the back cuts, they would do with Jokic, things like that. So I do feel like even though we're in this run right now where it's like threes, the more sophisticated offensive teams are still the ones that are winning for the most part. So hopefully sophistication.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
It's well known. Patrick Beverly is a gamer. He was asked when his players in the league go short. He said, quote, I'll keep it real simple. No, not everyone plays hard. That's why it's a skill. That's why it stands out. It's all about will. I'm stronger than most. Guys, hard to doubt him.
I don't either, Allie. Thanks a lot. Good stuff. Here's Ojale. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. It's all knotted up.
Oh, what incredible precision. Wow, cutting the deep pieces. Here's Jackson.
Here's Jackson. Takes it inside. And it's in there. And looking at the level of physicality in the NBA, how much do you think it's changed in the last few decades?
But it's transformed. I don't even think it's changed. I think what flew in the 80s and 90s wouldn't even come close to flying now. I think it's really affected the guards and the perimeter guys in a positive way. You know, I still think Isaiah Thomas is the best pure poker I ever saw. He played in an era where when he drove to the basket, you could just take him out. And, you know, I look at his stats now compared to the guys like Dave Lillard, Curry, Chris Paul. And you're like, wow, his stats aren't nearly as good. Because of the due difficulty of that era of being a point guard, flowing in, there's so many more big bodies, everybody can take him down. It affected what his stats are going to be. And I just think it's much easier as an offensive player in 2020. It's undeniable.
Jackson again, Smart. Jackson down low. The shot, no good. Smart with the defensive effort. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. This one for three. It's hauled in by the Clippers. And here's Kennard. He picked up 15 in their last win against Oklahoma City. From downtown, it's hauled in by Fall. For Boston, they've gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Here's Brown. Soft touch off the glass. Brown's got 4 points this quarter.
I tell you what, Brown is a powerful wing player. You'd like to get him the ball inside.
And Marcus Smart, named to the NBA's all-defensive first team. Bill, he does so much without being a huge offensive contributor.
He's been unbelievable to root for and watch these last 7 years. He just has these Marcus games. You know when they're happening. He has the ability to hit 5 threes in a quarter. He also has the ability to shoot you out of a quarter. He's frustrating, but his heart is in the right place every time. He will sacrifice his body. He will do anything it takes to win on both ends. He will defend everybody from Joel Embiid to Kyrie Irving. He doesn't care, and he really cares. And the best thing for me is I always call these guys like Game 7 guys, because I think Game 7s are a different animal. You know, there's so much pressure. They're so intense. And it really isn't just about basketball anymore. It's about hustle plays and little things, taking a charge at the right time. Him, Kyle Lowry, there's just certain guys that are Game 7 guys. And for the Celtics, when they had a Game 7 in Toronto, I knew he was going to show up. And I was really, really hoping Tatum was going to show up. But Tatum showed up too. He was spectacular that game. But Marcus is one of those guys that in a big stage, he's not going to be scared. He's always going to come through.
Pass to Tatum. Now here's Smart. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Solid defense from Williams. Los Angeles has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Build us with a lot of pressure, maybe changing the makeup of the regular season, playing some in-season competitions that would maybe result in a playoff spot. Where do you stand on all of it?
I like the idea, except I've never been able to figure out what the incentive for the team should be. Because, you know, these guys are wealthy. You're not going to incentivize them by saying, hey, if you guys win this tournament, everybody gets to split $2 million. You know, you have guys in the league that are making $40 million, $39 million, $38 million, and to expect them to be going all out unless there are real stakes, I don't see how you pull that off. Now, could you make the stakes? It's worth, you know, you don't have to play in round 1. If you win a tournament, something like that, I think there would have to be some sort of playoff stake, some sort of advantage that year's team got. They're not going to care if it's like a lottery pick. Like, what does LeBron care? It's like, oh, your Lakers are going to get a lottery pick. It's like, what do I care? I'm trying to win the title. So it's got to have to be something like that, some sort of carrot that would make it happen. I think if they could pull it off, it's a great idea. I don't know what the incentive is.
Kept alive. And the basket by Leonard. Leonard's got 11.
Man, watch how Leonard uses the power of his body to beat out the defenders. He does not let anyone get in his way.
Here's Tatum. Going inside. That one's good for 2. And the Celtics lead by 2.
They couldn't ask for much more from him today. He's been a key force in their offense.
T against George. It's going by Smart. And the ball outplayed. The Clippers will have it. And a shout out to Bill Simmons. Man, it's great to have you on the show.
Bro, when the two spots wide open teammate, he sets the rock to him quickly. Just exceptional vision.
And to think, BA, last season, Kawhi Leonard recorded the first triple-double of his career. Now, as great as he is, it's surprising to me that it took him 9 seasons to get one. But his passing has now reached another level.
1:03 left in the second period. 6 on the shot clock. There's the drive. Thompson. Here's Walker. Oh, George with a steal. Here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
It's so easy to see why Leonard's teammates feed him so much. Once he gets going, watch out.
Tatum with it. Guarded now by George. Now Brown. In his last outing, he had 11 points. Back to Tatum. There's the 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. He already got his 5th rebound of it. And there's the foul. It'll go on Kemba Walker. That's his first foul. 20 seconds left to play in the half. Really
working on the technique defensively. Tatum showing good fundamentals, good discipline.
Tice up top. Back to Tatum. The three ball. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game ball here. Clippers ahead. Up 2. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA 2K Sports. Kawhi Leonard is having one of those nights. He ended up with 15 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists. It's been quite a night so far. And that wraps up the halftime show. Third.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
They're working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just finishing basketball for you.
On the wings, it's George and Kawhi. Then there's Lou Williams. Then it's Serge Ibaka. And it's Batum in at the power forward position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And there it is for them. Leonard's got 17.
That hoop is what makes Kawhi so lethal. I mean, you have to respect the outside shot, but he can also take it right to the basket.
Nice shot by Walker.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime.
Leonard against Tatum. Ibaka for 3. Austin with a rebound. Thompson right side. Outside, Brown. Now here's Walker. 14 points for him. Offensive board. Outside Tatum. Looking to get back on track. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and we'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to go on Paul George.
Yeah, this footwork's a position. Tatum's a difficult covering side.
So Grant looking around the league right now. Who do you think is the best player who has never won MVP in the regular season?
That's easy for me, BA. I have to go with the fun guy himself, Kawhi Leonard. Yes, we know he's won some MVPs in the NBA Finals. Of course, he played big on that stage in the playoffs. He's never won a regular season MVP. We all say he's the best two-way player, perimeter player in the league, and he's done it for the last few years at such a high level. What's interesting, he may never get it because he's really implemented this load management model for his season, which may hinder his ability to one day win a regular season MVP.
The player who does special things off the floor. Jaylen Brown is an amazing role model. He's very active on speaking about the forms of education. Learning new languages.
Kennard, he's checked in to Paul George. Tatum against Kennard. Pass to Leonard. Kennard outside. 5 to shoot. Launches a 3. Gets the trifecta. Kennard's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Like more shooters like Kennard these days. He's learning lots of stuff.
Austin again missing.
Keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Kemba Walker. That's foul number 2 for him. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
An emphatic rejection. You gotta appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Tatum with a steal. To the paint. Here's Brown. And Brown with the stop.
The near 7-foot wingspan of Jaylen Brown. I mean, this is a guy who can dunk anything.
Jackson against Walker. Jackson gets the bucket. Jackson's got 6.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Pass to Tatum. Back to Walker. Jackson with it. He has 6. Inside. Tatum for the steal. Fast break. Here come the Celtics. And here's Brown for 3. The shot comes out. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. They held a 12-point lead earlier. The 3. Thompson pulls it in. The Celtics have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Brown passes to Walker. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. To the middle. Kubac with the steal. Kennard finds Morris. Now Jackson. Lays it up and banks it in. And 8 points now.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Outside Walker. Pass to Tatum. Back to Walker. And here's Brown. Just 5 to shoot. Thompson with a screen. And Jaylen Brown gets the whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game.
I wonder what happened to the guy who had only 1 turnover in the first half. I mean, now his total's way up.
Ibaka, he's checked in for the Clippers. Now here's Jackson, defended by Smart. Jackson against Smart. Jackson has to Kennard. Jackson outside. Let's go to the 3. Austin with a rebound. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Smart. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Pass to Tice. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
And you know, Smart is working on slowing down, dissecting the defense. I mean, nice patience out there in the pick and roll.
Smart against Jackson. Kennard outside. And Jeff Teague is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Williams is checked in for Boston. Here's Ibaka, making a mark on the offensive end, scoring around 13 a game. Pass to Morris, just 5 on the clock. And the Clippers miss again. The Celtics have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Outside Teague. Sinks it from distance. And now just a 2-point Clipper lead.
He will be at that one. He's got the whole crew. He's not going to wait around to get the team a chance to get our own.
Jackson finds Morris. And Marcus Smart picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And here are the Clippers now. Pass to Batum. From 13, rebound Boston. A minute 58 left in the third quarter. Williams passes to Smart. Clock at 6. Oh, it misses! Had a chance to tie it. The Clippers have gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. You know, last year, the Celtics outplayed the offensive balance. Yet Marcus Smart scored the most points per game of his career.
Well, yeah, it shows you how well the team should at basketball. People talk about Smart's improvement from 3, and they should. He's also become much more basket on the court. The team can design some plays for him now. That's how far it's come.
And the Clippers making a change here. Leonard's checked in. They set pick to the inside. Oh, and he jams it after taking the nice beat on the run.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight.
From deep. The two shot is off.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways. They do have an edge on the board.
Williams finds Smart for the lead. It's rebounded by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 6 rebounds in the game. Williams against Smart. Pass to Lillard. Right side, Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Over his career, Kawhi has become a willing passer. One of his many improvements since being drafted in 2011.
Down low. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, BA.
Man, he just tossed it back and fired it down with one hand. Leonard outside. There's the try. Ooh, Leonard throws it down.
You have to do more to stop the ball. So hard to defend on those drives.
And Leonard, no good on that one. Outside T. And now goes for the third quarter. Clippers ahead, leading by 4. After a quick break, we're coming right back. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Leading the defense like a point guard.
Beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole field.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. But this fourth quarter is sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And so the Celtics 5 right now. We've got Neesmith. Jeff Teague is out there with Marcus Smart. And it's Ball in at the 5 spot. Outside Teague. Here's the 3. The shot no good. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Jackson pass to Kennard. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. And the Clippers lead by 7.
Ooh, very decisive shooter. Once Kennard gets a good look, he likes it. He ain't gonna attempt.
There's Neesmith with the 3. Trades the triple.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
He so much emphasis on the end of the game. You can see why after that sequence.
And it goes out of bounds. And that one's off Teague. Morris, he's checked in for the Clippers. One minute in now, the fourth quarter, to the paint. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers still retain possession here.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Appreciate the effort, though, making his presence felt physically.
Pass to Kennard. Fires the 3.
He hasn't should give him any choice tonight. The good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight. He's got to be disappointed with his performance, but it'll be easier to swallow if they keep the lead.
Smart outside. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And I think working himself to the line, an area where Smart really can excel. I mean, he's built for contact, that's for sure.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 2 from deep in this fourth quarter. Jackson. Boston trailing. And here's Smart. The inside. Here's Ball. Now it's hammered home.
A nice look there from Smart, finding the open man.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Leonard against Williams. Leonard, left side.
That's the only way to hold him in check. He's got it inside. You got to have a body on him right away.
Outside T. To take the lead. Kawhi Leonard comes up the rebound. The Clippers have absolutely modified the ball here in the fourth. And Marcus Smart picks up the foul. Third foul so far. Williams is checked in for Jackson. Kemba Walker, he's checked in for Boston. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Williams passes to Morris. The rebound, Celtics.
No, to see the defense exhibit some passion in protecting the rim.
And the basket is good. He got it to go, and he took the bump. So a free throw coming up. An opportunity at a three-point play. The Celtics making a switch here. Tatum's checked in. The Clippers trail. Now Williams. Morris outside. Here's Leonard. And the post by Leonard.
Control the floor. I mean, Leonard controls the ball with his massive hand. Just throws it down.
The Clippers have gone 2 for 7 from the field here in the fourth. Not great. Outside, Williams. With the fadeaway. Morris can't hit. The Celtics have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Walker, here we go. And score it. That now makes him 7 for 11 in this game.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Pass to Zubac. With 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And there's the foul. It'll go on Kendall Walker. That's his third foul so far. The kick out to Williams.
Works well there. The defense left a lot to be desired.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
And it's Walker on the drive. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Celtics lead by 2.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Leonard on the way. Walker covered. And Williams gets the bucket. On the assist by Leonard. Leonard's got assist number 5 here tonight. For Boston, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field so far in the fourth. Now here's Walker. Outside, Brown. The kick to Tatum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Driving in. And Tatum slams it in.
That's amazing, the creativity. And you see how fluid and accurate Tatum is.
Now we present our new balanced player of the game, Kemba Walker.
And what an unbelievable offensive performance from him. I mean, it's been crazy fun to watch him just go off. I mean, the defense had no chance. He just kept scoring over and over again.
Now the Clippers making a change here. George is checked in. Walker against Williams. Pass to Leonard.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
The free throw drops for Leonard. For Boston, they've gone 6 for 9 here in the fourth quarter. Walker with it. Pass to Brown. And he drives in. George with the block.
I mean, just a top defender in the NBA. George's wide wingspan and fast, incredible instincts really help him stifle shooters.
Boston has got 1 of 3 calls from downtown here in the fourth. Outside Tatum. Walker against Williams. To the middle.
This is the top thing every time. He wants to get near the rim and try to throw it down.
third of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
Yeah, I like the chess matches going on here. Each team trying to find and exploit the favorable matchup on the field.
Tip.
Here's Tatum. 1:57 left in the fourth quarter here.
Tatum uses long strides rather than elite quickness to get there with the ball.
Leonard against Tatum. 2 on the screen. Here's Leonard. Rebound, Celtics. Tatum's got his fourth rebound in this one. 1:31 left in the game. Kick out to Walker. There's the jumper. Kick out again. 6 to shoot. Driving to the basket. Smash, money. Out of his 14 attempts, he's drained 9 of them.
Such a clever player on the pick and roll. It's fantastic making things happen.
Leonard against Tatum. And Kawhi Leonard gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
1:05 left in the fourth quarter. And here's Tatum. Outside Walker. Pass to Brown. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George. There's 53 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter.
You combine instincts and awareness, Leonard is arguably the best defender in the NBA.
And he's chasing. He's blocking it. 2-point foul.
It's been great to see guys who don't back down on the
He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Tatum drives in. Here's Banks. Ball on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And if you can't force the turnover on that play, then it's not a bad foul.
Ooh, he doesn't hit it first. That was the one they really want. He's got one more though. And he ends up making the second. And that takes it a 3-point lead. Now a timeout called by the Clippers. They're down by 3. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Here's Leonard. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's Williams on the take. He got it! Sensational bucket! Brings it within 1. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I think you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the court.
Put up first. And now put him up 2.
For a player who won a national championship in college and has been outstanding since his NBA, Walker is still rated on the game's more underappreciated player.
And this is so critical. They now have to score every trip up the floor.
Yeah, there's an in reach now. If they fail to execute, this could be it.
Leonard for 3. Oh my! What a shot!
With that smooth jumper and unwavering confidence, Leonard's able to consistently convert from downtown.
Boston. They trail by 1. 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Oh, George with a steal. Oh, close game. Geez, the Clippers taking this one. What a performance they have here at home today. All right, Alec, thank you. And that about wraps it up. Along with Grant Hill, Chris Wentz.